Let's go. All right, all right.
No, I'm not gonna cut that part out. Definitely cut that shit out.
Real nigga. What's happening? So we out here. You got your boy right here.
Rico the God, Urban Legendz, you know what I'm saying?
Eddie B, back in his bitch. So we're having some missing members.
My most impressive.
Delta is my favorite.
I got your ass.
The show must go on, but they are definitely in our.
Our thoughts and prayers.
I was about to say that, but niggas didn't die.
Oh shit.
They're still here.
Yeah.
So,
my bad. Wrong movie. Wrong movie.
So we out here. We're gonna do this really quick. Whatever. Any shout outs before we start up today?
Shout out Betty White.
She didn't die yet, but when she does die.
When she does die. Also, shout out anybody that's dealing with depression. You're literally the best person on the planet. Don't you ever forget that.
And also, if you do have a mental illness, go ham. Turn the fuck up. Turn the fuck up.
Exactly.
Turn the fuck up.
Like, don't let anybody ever tell you you can't do it.
Ever.
Yeah.
Turn the fuck up.
Like, if you want to shoot, never mind. So
I need a bag of Doritos.
Huh?
I need a bag of Doritos though.
Oh, it's because of the dust?
I need the dust.
Yeah.
Facts.
Got you.
Bet.
Right.
So alright y'all. So y'all gonna be rocking with us here today. Different locations, so like I said,
Yeah, this nigga live in a fucking mini mansion and shit.
I don't fucking live here. We're not gonna say anything about where I live, my whereabouts. None
I
of
mean, we like we in a fucking hotel lobby at this moment. So
we are. We're at the Doubletree on I Drive. Pull up.
damn, I drive.
Yeah, fancy.
That's right by the
Pinky finger up right now.
That's right by the back page. Anyways, so we got a couple topics.
Fucking asshole.
We got a couple topics to get through here today. Just off the top of my head, I've been seeing the Kevin Hart thing. He's been going through a lot as far as the accident that he had, as well as the comments about Lil Nas X. Honestly, I think his health is more important than the comments that he made about Lil Nas X. But you know, being a media outlet, I guess you can call us.
True.
We got to talk about it. So
Facts. So definitely about the Kevin Hart and Lil Nas X thing. I can definitely check it out.
And with all that early success, you felt it was important to make an announcement recently.
He said he was gay, so what?
Yeah, what's the point?
So why did he feel that was necessary? It's not about who cares. That's actually my question. Why did he feel it was necessary to come out and say that?
It's not that like it's like being forced. It's just like knowing, like growing up, like I'm grown up to hate this shit. I'm not supposed to
Growing up to
ever
hate
like
what?
this.
Hate what? Hate what?
Homosexuality, gay
Why?
people. Come on now.
Why are you going to
If
hate
you're really
it?
from the hood, you know like it's not some. So it's like if for me, the cool dude with the song on top of everything to say this, any other time, like I'm doing this for attention in my eyes. But if you're doing this like while you're at the top, you know it's like for real, and it's like showing like it doesn't really like matter, I guess.
Exactly, it doesn't.
There it is.
All right, cool. So viewing that, honestly, as far as like my opinion, it really wasn't bad. We've seen the clip that it was two anchors, and the chick, she got it. Like it was one of those things where it's like not so what, like belittling like his announcement is coming out gay. But it's like so what, like who cares? Like live your life. Like he's being supportive. But I feel like at this point, like people are just reaching at this moment and just really just trying to be like, oh, like fuck Kevin Hart. I've honestly seen this shit and it made me mad enough. I was about to be a troll and actually find this lady's Twitter and actually respond to her because she was being stupid. She was and she was black too. She said this is the reason why Kevin Hart lost one of the biggest jobs of his career.
the Oscars.
Nigga.
The Oscars is not that.
First,
deep. It's not that. Deep.
it's not that deep.
I mean, it's a big.
It's a stepping stone.
It's a big accomplishment because the amount of black hosts that they've had.
Dude.
I mean, but they've had black hosts before. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like one other one. But at the same time, it's like
yeah, they had one black host. But I mean, regardless of the fact, like we don't care.
He's made enough money.
We don't care about the Oscars.
We really don't. Like I haven't been like in a long time.
Nigga, I don't even watch award shows. To be honest,
I don't. So no one be like, you watching Oscars? Because you already know it's drawn out and there's a bunch of people you don't know.
Exactly.
Like, you know, so it's like,
you didn't really care
like
about.
literally like it like just like with the Chappelle stand-up, which should be something we should discuss. But literally one of the things, it was like, that's an odd job to be your dream of hosting the Oscars. Like, no, niggas don't watch that shit. But at the same time, it's like, you have a platform to do stand-up, which is the biggest thing that you can actually do, and you sell them bitches out. The nigga was selling out fucking stadiums.
Madison Square Garden, easily.
Not even
everywhere.
I mean, yeah, Madison Square Garden was dope, but when he went back to Philly, his hometown was the actual stadium that they played football.
Yeah.
Now that's crazy.
That's crazy as hell.
That is, come on now. And it'd be like Oscars.
Well,
she was stupid and ignorant for saying that shit. She just literally just.
Well, let me say my piece on this.
Okay.
So, I feel like personally, it was a little. I hate to be devil's advocate, but it's like he did come about it the politically incorrect way, I would say. Like, he was just like, well, why? But the message that he's trying to get across is something for our culture. You know what I'm saying? Our culture is like, black culture or whatever. Yeah. So it's like, why are you making this a big deal? That's how we deal with things. You know what I'm saying? Like, things that aren't, super relevant or anything like that, we say, well, why? Why does it matter? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Not taking anything away from what Lil Nas X is doing as far as coming out or whatever, or even just the fact that people being gay. Because, I mean, that's obviously their choice, and,
Yeah, because honestly, like, when the news came out that he was gay, I had the same response. Like,
honestly, I was like, okay.
Like,
you know what I'm saying? So, like, I don't like the song anymore. I don't like it any less.
I never liked it to begin with.
What, Old Town Road?
Yeah, that song is trash.
But I don't think this song is trash. But
this song is trash.
Let me cap off this statement I was making.
My bad.
So basically, he wasn't dismissing it. I think in other cultures they're gonna write it off as dismissing. Mm-hmm. But he wasn't dismissing the action behind it. He was dismissing the reaction that people have. Like, oh, Lil Nas X is gay. Why does that matter? Why does it matter if he was trans? Why does it matter?
Yeah,
like, you like the song already. Yeah. Why does his orientation matter?
Yeah, and that's what it was. Because here's the thing. That's like, I mean, the shit I've watched the first season is literally like, it's barbershop talk. It's in a barbershop. Mm-hmm. It's called The Shop, and it's niggas just being real, and they're also drinking at the same time too.
Yeah. So real thoughts come out.
So it's just real. So that's almost like if you my man's right, we vibing. And that's like, if you say some shit like, man, dog, like, something, like, something in your life is fucked up, whatever. Mm-hmm. Or just like, you're revealing something to me. Yeah. And then I just like, yo, like, so what, fam? Like,
exactly.
Like I said, like, kind of just like, it was like, it's one of the things where it's like, so what? Like, I still got you. Like,
exactly.
Come on, dog. Like,
I said, he wasn't dismissing.
He wasn't dismissing, but it was like
the topic.
It was one of the things where it's like, it's not bad enough for me to not fuck with you.
Yes.
Basically, that's what he's trying to say.
But there's nothing wrong with being gay. Like,
there's definitely nothing wrong with it. But that's what he was saying. He was like, regardless if you're gay, like, the nigga could have changed to. He could have done like a little sex change.
He could have been trans.
He could have been trans.
And then the song still pop.
And then the song would still pop. But just as on a friendship, on the man to man, like, just.
Yeah, like, just from being an OG, just
being like a good friend, being like, I'm going to accept you for who you are.
It don't matter.
And that's what he's basically saying. Like, that's not, unless you came out like, oh, I killed someone. Then it's like, oh, like, bro, I'm gonna have to distance myself from you at this point.
Yeah, like, I can't really vibe with a murder.
Yeah,
for my
you know what I'm saying?
shit.
So he was saying, so what? Like, listen, like, that's still not gonna stop me.
But
from supporting you.
Like they were saying, he had a couple comments that he made on Twitter before that they're still just like. They're still trying to cancel him for it, but they can't.
That's just people.
They can't seem to cancel him because, one, the comment wasn't even that crazy.
It really was.
It was so stupid. But at the same time, he's a good guy. Like, honestly, Kevin Hart's a good guy.
He really is, and that's what.
I mean, besides
that's kind of the reason why his comedy isn't as great as it used to be.
Besides his wife, he's not a good husband apparently, but. As far as like comedian and like overall human being, he seems like a decent guy. But that's just another topic.
Anyways, but besides that, listen, everyone makes mistakes at the end of the day because I feel like because of the things that people do bring up, that's what makes them more of being understanding at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Because it's like, listen, like, I'm not perfect. And like when you watch his stand-ups, like I watched his last stand-up. I love Kevin Hart stand-ups, but progressively his stand-ups to me have not been as great as they used to be.
The last good one was Laugh at My Pain. That's the last one I enjoyed.
When he actually filmed out here in Orlando, I like that one. That one was the one.
I mean, none of them are bad. It's just like my taste in comedy are like drastically.
Yeah, like my thing is like I kind of like because I'm an asshole, so I like that kind of like
sarcastic,
like mean asshole type of shit. He does not do that. Like he's
a family guy.
Well, just like in that clip, like he stays away from the controversial stuff. He said literally in that second clip where he is like, oh well, I'm not gonna sit there and be like you're this, so you need to act this way, or you're this, because a lot of comedians will do that.
Right. Well,
but he doesn't address those at all. So if you watch his stand-ups, so what he does is he talks about, and he does to keep it authentic. He does talk about this in all his stand-ups. He really just talks about himself and his experiences, not what he observes and just how other people should act. This and the third, he stays away from that. It's literally like when you say laugh at my pain, it's literally you laugh at his life and what he's going through. So right now, his last stand-up to me wasn't really that great because it's like,
he's on top of the world, right?
Hey, you're on top of the world. You're not really having any problems. He did address the situation about his wife, but it was real, you just real quick just went over it.
Right.
And then it's just like, you know, your funniest moment is like your skiing accident or some shit. So with the kids. So like to me, it wasn't like I can't. Maybe it's one of those things where it's like maybe because me being single and not having kids, I can't relate to that. Like maybe when I get older,
there's just like Chance album. Like I can't relate to it. No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
All right. Anyways, but that's kind of like my take on it. Maybe I can't relate to it. But to me, that's why his comedy to me hasn't been. It's not that I'm still gonna watch his shit at the end of the day. But at the end of the day, like if that's to me why I would choose a Chappelle.
I would choose Chappelle over Kevin any day. But we got a couple.
But when Kevin first came out, it was on fire. But
we got a couple other things to talk about with Kevin. But I don't want to lose out on this topic. As far as the Lil Nas X thing, because he was completely accurate as far as what he was saying about the black culture. Yeah. Like when I was a kid, like if a person was gay, that was the worst thing. You know what I'm saying? I think it's more than just American black culture because like even in the islands and stuff like that shit is not tolerable.
Yeah, I heard it's worse in the islands.
It's way worse in the islands.
But like me growing up, you had like the spider sense for gay, and it was like basically it was like you kind of just knew, and it was like
some shit is just off.
Like you just know like that person's gay, which was completely fine. But it's like one of the things where it's like, yo, just.
But what he's saying is it was not. It's
not acceptable.
It's only just recently started being acceptable. Like when
I think it's been accepted. I feel like it's been overblown. I feel like it's been overblown. It's been accepted for a long time.
I don't think it's been accepted. For
Hollywood is gay as fuck.
He's not talking about Hollywood. He's talking about in the hood. In the hood, this shit is just now being like, all right, we don't.
So niggas just found out about Atlanta.
About who?
Atlanta.
Nah, I mean, okay. Nah, but what I'm saying is like, as an overall, the hood, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. That shit is dead. Like, you being anything other than a normal black, super masculine person, anything other than that is dead. So you being gay is like, that's crazy. You know what I mean?
I guess.
Honestly, we used to make fun of people like that.
Yeah, and those are like the ones that didn't admit it. Like if you were legit like
if you were like real genuine, then it's like you're actually like you just came out.
Because I know a lot of gay people growing up.
I don't really care.
And it's like the ones that were like that been gay that just can't like we knew they were gay.
Right.
Like we just kind of just like they did their own thing.
It's all about. And this is not to say that you have to present yourself a certain way if you're gay or whatever.
My thing is like just say it.
But some people, you can't tell people what to do with their, you know. In 2019, you can't say really any fucking thing.
Yeah.
But let me just bring it back to the original topic. So I feel like Lil Nas X is accurate in what he's saying. I don't feel like Kevin Hart articulated himself properly, but I as a black man understand what he was saying. But I can see how it can be misconstrued by somebody in another culture.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? Lil Nas X was not wrong in what he's saying. Like we used to make fun of gay people and stuff like that, and we had to be more cognizant as we got older that there's a lot of people, there's a lot of gay people.
There's
you know
a lot. Those are like
you can't just hate somebody for being gay.
Like,
like,
a lot
well, not now or ever, but
there's a lot of people in power that are gay.
yeah, but it's like now, it's like when it's one person at your school, it's like, oh, we can pick on this guy. But when you realize, when you get older, you start to realize, like, okay, what does this person being gay have to do with the rest of my life? You know what I'm saying? Like, when you get out of that mindset of, like, I'm talking to females, if you're talking to another guy, that's more females for me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, honestly, like, one of my, a good friend of mine, she's gay, and I love hanging out with her. Like, she's dope as fuck. She, and be real with you, dresses way better than a lot of, like,
I mean, that goes both ways. No, you can't say no homo anymore, but gay people just know how to dress better than everybody else. I don't know why.
But I'm saying, there's certain females, when they're gay, yo, I'm like, oh shit.
Fly. They always got the best kicks, you know what I'm saying?
Best kicks and everything, and that's my dog too. Like, I fuck with her. And I don't have any problem with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really don't, because it's not my business. It's not gonna change anything in my life. It's not gonna affect anything. Magically fill back up. So now that we kind of discussed that as far as that situation, it's just one of those things where it's like, live your truth. You know, because there's a person that just came out too. He's an actor. I forgot his name. He came out to being openly attracted to.
Oh yeah, yeah. But they're like, they were flaming him about that.
Yeah. So that's your thing. That's cool. I mean, Mr. C, that's your thing. I like, that's your thing, bro. Just
honestly, I don't really care about what somebody else is doing.
I really don't.
In their
I
sexual life.
I mean, I've never been that person to care at all.
Yeah, like, I don't even care about your personal life.
Me either. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't care who you're dating, this and the third. When I see people, when they show pictures of couples, I just go, Or
while we're on that topic, quick segue. Kalani and YG.
I'm kind of mad about that,
bruh.
I'm kind of mad about
that. I'm happy about that, bruh.
Why are you happy?
Kalani and YG.
Why are you happy about that?
Because YG he's a GOAT in my eyes, because he made music back when,
he has been making music for a long time.
He's making music for a long time.
He doesn't get credit for that.
Like, Tooted and Booted was over 10 years ago. Like, that shit was wild.
Right?
But
and I hated that song. But
I hated it too, but it slapped.
But it slapped.
It slapped.
You had to play it at the party.
Yeah. Or even if you just with a shorty alone,
Tooted and that song.
Tooted and Booted was a slap. But yeah, YG, he's like an older brother kind of, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he's a real nigga too.
Yeah.
And to see him with a chick that is wholesome, I think she did cheat on Kyrie or something like that. Yeah. Am I thinking correctly?
But Kyrie believes the world is flat.
Yeah, maybe she likes round earth.
He's a weird nigga.
I don't really know about Kyrie, but
he's a weird nigga. You that's a whole different subject.
Yeah. But
you were on a championship contending team and you decided to leave for some odd reason.
He wanted his own team. Honestly, we'll get into the sports later.
He's a weird nigga.
We'll get into the sports later.
You know what they say about athletes, right?
What?
A lot of them are just fucking corny and lame.
I feel the same way about rappers.
But a lot of athletes, when you watch a lot of interviews and stuff like that, because I've been watching Drink Champs. Shout out, Nori, Drink Champs, super dope. But yeah, they legit, they're they don't hang out with rappers. A lot of them are usually lame and shit like that. But some of them are they have personalities and they're cool and shit like that. And I think on one of them they kind of said the reason why is because growing up, when someone is good at basketball or something like that, they kind of isolate themselves and work on their craft. So they wasn't really around.
All they do is play basketball.
All they do is play basketball. But then some niggas is really in the hood and this and third and just really be doing their thing. But then there's but there are a couple. Not saying all of them are lame or just weirdos, but they are a couple that that kind of break that barrier. When Damian Lillard pulled up to Joe Budden shit. First of all, the nigga can actually rap.
Yeah.
Like he's good.
No, he's actually really good.
He's actually really good. I listened to his mixtape or his album. He's really good. So he's like one of the people. Obviously, LeBron James breaks that barrier.
LeBron James.
Like just certain ones. I mean, just you saw it with D Wade. Remember when he left?
You think D Wade was lame?
No, I'm saying like you saw like as far as like he's a cool nigga.
No.
Remember when he
one of
left?
the coolest people in the NBA. Well, what?
How much? You see how much love he got when he left?
It was almost like Kobe.
Kobe didn't even get love like that.
Kobe got out.
Kobe got love, but
nigga, they gave him 60 points on his last game.
He also played in LA, but compared to the love that D Wade got, listen, come on, bro. I'm talking about did you remember the love that D Wade got though? It was legit. Like I fuck with you, like you would.
But how does this relate to him being? How does it relate to the NBA being lame?
No, I'm saying like a lot of players are lame, but I'm saying like just he's like there's players that just break that mold like they are cool as fuck. Because I mean, when do you ever see Jordan do anything?
I never. Niggas be talking about Jordan's cool. I don't think he's cool at all. I think his personality is kind of whack.
It's pretty bland. Like I don't really see. I mean, not knocking him, whatever the case.
He's great at basketball though.
Great at basketball, but niggas love. That's a whole nother subject we should talk about. Not today, but because a lot of niggas do. They love the people that love to argue with me about Jordan. I mean, everyone knows like I got some threes sitting over there. One time for the cement threes.
Jordan right here.
Yeah, Jordan, like for real. But no one loves to talk about the Wizard days. But that's all in point. But anyways, like it's just like.
Well, running back on the sport thing.
Yeah.
Have you seen the AB stuff that recently came out?
Welcome to Antonio Heights. Every week, it's all about me. No cameras.
So this is what I heard yesterday, right? So I was chilling with my dogs and shit, and they said, it was pretty much like a conspiracy. Like basically, this was the plan all along.
Yeah, because he got traded to a team that he didn't want to play for.
Well, he got basically got laid off.
He got let go, and then
he got picked up by the Patriots, and then they
no. There was stuff that happened before that. The reason he was on the Raiders. Like he got traded to the Raiders.
Yeah, he got traded to the Raiders. Yeah, I know about that.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought you were about to say something else. I missed.
But did you hear that he called him a cracker? And he tried to fight his GM. You hear that, bro? Okay. So basically, I guess.
So hold up. So is this available?
Is this it's like stories, but yeah, I'm sure there's a clip somewhere.
Okay. So hopefully, clip insert because I gotta see this shit.
But yeah, basically, he was like upset, and he was just doing wild. Like even in his regular life, he was doing wild shit. Like he was doing wild shit on YouTube and like Twitter and everything.
I've seen that.
But as it relates to football, he basically was asking for like he didn't want to play for the team, quote unquote. But then he was like they were meeting with him or whatever, and then he was like trying to fight the GM. Then after he tried to fight the GM of the fucking team, then the head coach called him and was like, "Oh well, I mean, do you want to be a Raider?" He was like, "Man, I work every day. I'm the hardest worker there to be a Raider. Blah blah blah. Like, do y'all want me to be a Raider?" Right? And then he leaked the conversation in that YouTube video, right? So not only this is the second time they told him not to mention something, and he actually mentioned it. So not only did he do that, and he also tried to fight the GM. He also called somebody a cracker. After the
AB, what the fuck, bro? I mean, but this situation is over, but
bro,
goddamn,
he is the greatest villain of all time, bro.
Oh man,
literally the greatest villain. Like I've never seen a villain do their very worst and to come out on top. So long story short, he did all that. Then the Raiders finally released him the same day that fucking shit came out with the audio.
Okay.
They dropped him from the team. Mm-hmm. Well, I think it was the next morning. They dropped him from the team. Literally 7 hours later, this man got picked up by the Patriots.
Bro, you don't think there was conversations beforehand?
But
it's a conspiracy, bro. It was. I feel like it was like.
I mean, the Patriots.
That nigga played Lex Luthor. That nigga was like.
That's why everybody's saying Bill Belichick is the GOAT.
Yeah, you seen the meme where it's a picture of Suge Knight, but it's Bill Belichick.
Yeah, on the other side of the bar. Yeah.
It was like if you're not trying to be like on HBO, like you can come to the Patriots.
I feel like that's a good situation for him though. You know what I'm saying?
mean,
like if you don't want to be somewhere and you're contractually obligated, this is not the way to go about doing it, but isn't it now? Like,
it worked on his
Yeah,
favor,
like,
so what can you say at this point?
How can they stop the next person? It worked out for AB, you know what I'm saying? Maybe I should just do wild shit and get dropped from my team.
I mean, I'm not a football watcher. I don't watch football, I'm sorry. There's a lot of problems with football for me. It's too slow. But what I would say, it is, bro. Like, it's.
I mean, basketball is definitely better, for sure. But
it's more for the culture. Football is like, it's not for the culture. Even though
football's alright. Yeah, I mean,
even though a lot of our culture plays for football, but like, it's just. But anyways,
regardless,
the
NBA shit was wild to me, bro. Like, literally, you try to fight the GM and the team is still trying to keep you.
Yeah.
And then you still fucking shit on them. You know what I'm saying? Like, not only did you completely fuck up this organization's media reputation, then you tried to fight the GM. Do you understand?
But like I said, I remember the point I was trying to say. I don't watch football, but I know enough to know that who the fuck wants to play for the Raiders?
Yeah, but okay, I get you. You know what I'm saying? But who the fuck wants to play for the Dolphins? Did you see what happened to them today?
Please enlighten me.
I think they lost 59-10. And immediately after the game, players were calling their agents. They're calling their agents to like dip. Like, yo, I gotta get off this fucking team, bro. So, I mean, football's in a weird state as it is.
It is. There's a lot to be done with it, but it's not going to change.
Honestly, I'm just looking forward to the NBA season.
Honestly, it's a lot more balanced, and it's going to be great. This year's going to be great. What else you got for us tonight? I know there was something else we were supposed to touch on.
There was one more. Oh, the Nicki Minaj thing.
Which is, what's the
So Nicki Minaj is actually retiring from rap.
Oh.
How do you feel about that? Now, a lot of people say they were retiring and come back with like some kind of like album or maybe a couple singles just to get money. I feel like Nikki has made enough money and now she has her own radio show. Yeah. So she can kind of take the Joe Budden route where she already made enough money and then just have this little, I'm not sure, I think it's called Queen Radio or something like what Beats One. I think she can just do that.
We're going to stop shouting out other people's shit. One.
What you mean?
Yo.
Beats One?
We're just about to, until we get on.
What? I mean, I guess. All right.
But no, like
she has a show.
Yeah, so that's how you address it.
I guess, bro. Whatever. So Nicki Minaj has a show.
So, yes, she has a show. You want to send them the link as well for that shit too?
I mean, if they got this deep into the video, I'm pretty sure they're invested. So at this point,
I'm gonna come off as a wild hater. But continue. I said I'm gonna come off as a wild hater now. But I have a lot to say about that. But yeah, continue your point.
No. I'm saying, how do you feel about her retiring?
I feel like that's bullshit. She's not gonna retire. I did watch not when she was on Queen Radio, but the follow-up she did on Joe Budden's podcast. The reason why. But and then I only watched like a little bit of it, but I did watch the Joe Budden podcast following after that when they talked about it. And the reason why I avoided it is because I was like, yo, she's gonna come in there, she started screaming, this and third.
That's why I didn't watch it.
I was like, I don't want to deal with this. And I watched a little bit of it, and my whole take is that just like we discussed on episode 1 of the Urban Legendz podcast, was that episode? Maybe, I don't know, but previous ones. We're just basically saying like, you know, our artist being really sensitive at this point, and I feel like she is because she was literally arguing with Rory.
She has a smash hit that just won a VMA.
But my thing is, this is the thing. So she had a conversation with Rory, whatever, and it was like her thing was like she made like some wild ass like scenario. About saying something about somebody, right? It may not necessarily be true, but if you have a big platform and you say it, people are going to respond to it. So her thing was like, how do you respond to that person? Do you literally let this person continuously lie about you, or do you respond to it? Their whole response was like, aren't you big enough to not respond to certain shit? My whole point to that is,
I don't agree with that, but go ahead.
That I don't need to respond to everything. Like, people are going to say their shit at the end of the day, and that you're an established artist at this point. Nicki Minaj has been in the game for a good minute now. She's known for her ability. She's like, no one ever says Nicki Minaj is like, who? everyone fucking knows Nicki Minaj.
People call her trash though.
I mean, that's people's opinion, but like she's an artist at the end of the day. She's a good artist. She's extremely good looking. Like she's very marketable. Like she's not gonna be broke at the end of the day. And my point is that you have a solid fan base that's getting you rich at the end of the day.
But not off of rap. She doesn't have to rap.
It doesn't matter. You still have a following. I mean, yeah, rap got you to a certain point, but it doesn't. You still have a following.
She didn't say that she's retiring from everything. She's retiring from rap.
Which is bullshit. She's an artist at the end of the day. She's gonna make music. That's like an artist that draws is like, you know what? I'm not gonna fucking draw no more. Like,
artists do that. They retire.
No, they come back. They draw. They do shit because it's
in their leisure though.
Jordan still shoots free throws.
In his leisure, he has camps.
Still shoots free throws.
He has camps. She'll probably write for somebody else and make money off of that.
You're doing something like you're doing.
What she's saying is she doesn't want to. I feel like she has the ability to retire now. She has the capital. She has it.
I mean, yeah, she can definitely retire. But my thing is that like, are you really gonna take it serious? Like, she legit is gonna retire. Like, she's not gonna come out with any more music. She's young.
I mean, honestly, I think she should retire. No cap.
Really?
I think she should.
Why do you think she should?
In my opinion, I don't think her music is gonna sell as much as she wants it to. So she's forever gonna be disappointed with her sales.
Okay.
For certain. Then people are critiquing her music a little too heavily now. When she first came out, like she was making songs like Freaky Girl, which was a guaranteed slap. You know what I'm saying? That's a slap. And then like Itty Bitty Piggy and freestyles and stuff like that. She was doing her thing. Even her first album was pretty good. Yeah. But after that, well, I can't even say after that. People was rocking with her till about like 4 years ago. You're
the second person that said that.
And then like 4 or 5 years ago is where the narrative changed. Like she started making, pop music, and then she stopped making pop music, and then she went back to making pop music and like island vibes and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And it like her demographic just kept changing so much that her original following weren't really following her like that because she stopped being like She's always been over sexualized, but now it's like more pop, I guess.
So you think she kind of went through a little bit of more of the ludicrous route,
where it just morphed into like something that you couldn't really follow?
Because that's what happened, which is almost like a tragedy.
Yeah, like it morphed into something that
because he's done like a lot of songs. Like his last songs are just not. It's not it. Like it's not. Like listen, I came up with Southern Hospitality.
Right.
Ludacris at one point when I was in middle school.
He's one of the best rappers out.
He was my favorite rapper when I was in middle school. No cap, he really was. Like he was my favorite rapper. Nigga, we both had long hair. Nigga, I had the fucking sideburns and shit like that.
With the fucking razors.
The big like pork chop like the
lamb chops.
The lamb chop joints. Like that was that was my fucking vibe. Like that was it.
I feel you.
But then he started then he did the Justin Bieber song, and then just like
he went pop. Yeah,
he went super pop. There's it's such a bad song. It was embarrassing for me to listen to it. It's a song called I think Champions, and it's him, and the song actually like shot up in the charts and shit like that. And I think it was with definitely fact check me if I'm incorrect. Carrie Underwood. She's like a country artist.
I know Carrie Underwood.
And I think they played on like football games. It's such a bad song.
I mean, I like Carrie Underwood, but yeah, it's probably a bad song.
It's a bad song. But it shot up in the charts like super high. So it's like he's getting the money, but it's like, and that's what's happening with Nicki Minaj. Like you're getting the money, but then it's like your core is not really rocking shit anymore. Which I'm not saying like she doesn't have a core because she's still she's doing Queen Radio.
Mm-hmm.
So, I like to pretty much top it off. I feel like it's BS. I feel like she will once again make music, just maybe at this time she wants to do other things, which is perfectly okay. She's a grown woman. And, people do shit like that. But I feel like she will at some point make a return to music. What do you think? Are you calling this that she really is gonna retire from music?
I don't know what she's gonna do. People change their minds all the time, so I can't say definitively. I think she's forever gonna retire. Mm-hmm. I think she will write for someone. I think she'll probably have a successor. You know, maybe she'll mentor Megan Thee Stallion or whatever.
Shouts out to Megan Thee Stallion.
Megan Thee Stallion, shout out.
Beautiful.
I think. So I think she'll like mentor somebody else or write for somebody.
You see her in that swimsuit and it had like Bulma on it. She loves Bulma.
She mentioned Goku in the rap too.
What else do I need?
That's all. And she's from Houston.
I love Houston. Never been, but I love Houston. I fuck with Houston rappers a lot. There should be more Houston rappers.
Let me finish this topic before we get into that. So I think she'll mentor Meg Thee Stallion.
Because they got a song, right?
The VMA. That's where she won the VMA or whatever. But
which I heard the video wasn't even out.
It wasn't. But you know how
one time for winning a video music award for a video that never came out.
Well, the award they won wasn't for a video. It was like for an anthem, and it technically was a Hot Girl Summer. You know, I guess.
But it's video music awards.
Look, man, I don't make the rules. I don't watch.
I'm just asking.
I don't watch award shows anyway, so.
I don't. So,
but
I watch award shows. Okay, my bad.
You good. So, my final verdict is I think that she'll still work on music, but I don't personally think that she should produce her own music. Like, she shouldn't put out more music because she's forever going to be disappointed in the result. Like,
that makes sense. I do see that point.
Because that situation with Travis Scott made her look very bad. So, I don't think she's ever going to like the result. She's never going to be like the 500,000 first week type person. Like, that point of her career is dead. She's going to be like maybe a 130 where she was before. Like, 130, maybe 200.
I feel like it's possible, but she kind of would have to like start from the bottom type of thing. Like,
she would really have to start spitting hella bars, like being hella conscious, you know what I'm saying? Like, she would have to change.
Yeah, like kind of start from the beginning.
Yeah.
You know, kind of like start from the beginning, like work her way back.
Like rehash everything.
But the thing is that with her personality and like her ego, she'll
never do it.
She will never do that.
That's why I said
it's like a Melo thing. It's like you're not gonna like.
Melo will never be happy in the NBA anymore. No. He might as well just retire. No matter what role he gets, that's a perfect comparison. Nikki is like Melo, bro. Like, you're still great. You could still produce.
But are you gonna accept? Are you gonna accept that role?
She's not gonna accept her current role. Damn, that was a great analogy, bro.
And
that's
I like
great.
Your analogy too. That was great. So I think that's pretty much that's it though. So we're just gonna be wrapping that up. So once again, go ahead and follow your boys. We will come back really soon with some more content. Anything else before we wrap this up?
We are gonna be dropping some some little challenges and reaction videos and stuff like that in the near future to give you like a little bit of like smaller content. We know everybody can't listen to an hour-long podcast. That's why we're doing.
As you should, but it's okay.
I mean, everybody can't do it, so it's understandable.
I mean, it's very doable. You've been spending time on your fucking story this time, and you own the Explorer page. Check my fucking shit out.
So get off OnlyFans and watch some more videos. Subscribe to the YouTube. That's very important. Subscribe to the YouTube. Hit the bell notification to get updates as soon as we post. Also like, comment, subscribe, you know what I'm saying?
Let us know.
Hit us up on Instagram as well if you have any ideas and stuff we should do.
What's your IG, boss?
My IG is Rico the God. His IG.
It's going to be Eddie Brock 1103 and also Soul_searching 321 on IG too. Even though that one I'm not like, that's my sneaker page. And that one's I'm gonna be doing a little bit of different. I gotta do a sneaker rant. Because I'm not happy with the sneaker game.
Alright.
But anyways.
Like I was saying, we have more content coming. Shorter content as well as more podcasts, of course. We really just want to load up the channel with as much content as possible. So just be expecting a lot from us. We're going to have little shorts like this as well. You may see some just solo videos. You may see a video with just 2 people, or you may see the whole gang. Or
we still rocking. It's just shit happens.
It's just you will like all of the content. We're just gonna distribute different things.
Ain't like niggas disbanded and shit. So
No.
Don't think that. Like, we out here.
This is a short little cast, and we just wanted to get this information out while it was still hot. We might call it something along those lines.
Yeah.
Something along those lines. We're gonna have like a little segment, but we'll get back to you guys on the next video. Urban Legendz.
Urban Legendz. One time.